How about the new arrivals this week?
How about them?
How about the 1966 Chevrolet Corvette Coupe, Laguna Blue Metallic over blue.
Oh, yeah.
61,812 actual miles. Era correct 427 cubic inch V8. You all know what that means by now.
Uh-huh.
Numbers matching Muncie M24 speed manual, 336 posi axle, and a great color combination. It's a great looking car. It's one of those ones that really catches your eye when you walk by.
One of only 2,054 to come out Laguna Blue or whatever it's called.
Laguna Blue.
Yeah.
So is that anything to do with Laguna Seca or
Probably.
Laguna
Beach. Probably.
Named after Laguna Beach.
Yeah, with the water of that color.
Like Malibu. You know.
Malibu. How about the 1985 Pontiac Fiero GT Coupe? They were just getting it right. And what do? They stopped making them.
It was the best one.
I know. Black over charcoal gray and light gray, 51,580 actual miles, garage cab, 2.8 liter EFI V6. It's got 3-speed automatic. You could get these with a 5-speed. Get rag, right? 5-speed, yeah. And I think that was only the Fiero GT.
86, probably.
Yeah, 86, which was the actual last year.
That's right.
Well preserved, this Fiero is. How about the 1967 Chevrolet Camaro hardtop? Jet black over black, show-winning Pro Touring build, massed motorsport, 690 horsepower, 7-liter LS7 V8, and a Magnum T56 6-speed manual transmission.
Wow.
Man, this thing is a goer and a shower.
It does look great.
Yeah, and Bel Air 4-wheel disc brakes and a Detroit speed suspension, which I'm not terribly familiar with.
Oh,
but
we'll talk about it later. Everything I know about it.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much. You're such a giver. Next on the arrival list is the 1967 Chevrolet Chevelle 300 two-door sedan. Hard spot for you to swallow on that one, huh? Bolero red over black, 460 horsepower, 502 cubic inch. Man, V8. This thing is a bad boy also. Holly Sniper EFI.
Not what it sounds like. Worked
700 R4 4-speed automatic transmission with a 10-bolt 373 axle. Impeccable build. And the Protecto plate.
Yes.
Protecto plate is Protect-O-plate.
That's right.
Protecto plate, chock full of plate.
Very good to have.
Yeah, very good to have. So it tells you a lot about where the car came from and what it had when it came from there. How about the 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air Convertible, Matador red? Couldn't find a better 57 Chevy color than that. Over the red and silver, beautiful interior, iconic Tri-5 style. This one's got a late model 350 cubic inch V8 with a turbo hydromatic 350 3-speed automatic transmission. It's got a new top included with it. So if you want to put a new top on it, if you ever put the top on.
It's amazing that somebody's making new tops for 57 Chevy.
And
there's a market for everything.
Probably still selling the heck out of it, right? So
great.
And it's got front disc brakes too. So, and no harm there. I mean, that's something you want to add because from a safety standpoint, that's a pretty heavy beast, and you get a little power going. It's easier to get going than it is to get stopping. And
apparently, it needs pretty easy conversion too, if you know what you're doing.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I wouldn't do it, but I trust somebody else to do it.
So good to know.
Yeah.
And last but not least, the 1968 Chevrolet Chevelle SS 396 convertible.
Real one.
Matador red over black, long-term ownership, date correct, rebuilt 396 L35 V8. Numbers matching turbo hydromatic 400 3-speed automatic. It's funny, the transmissions last better than the engines usually in these cars. But an honest SS 396 convertible with a 12-bolt axle. So
won't last.
Won't last. It will be gone sooner rather than later because it's one of those ones that people are looking for and they call about almost every day.
It's true.
The Classic Auto Mall Show with their host, Stewart Howden.